but really naively and kind of maybe cocky. I knew a couple people that had said to me that they were addicted to pills and that they couldn't get off them because of withdrawals. And I'm like, they're just weak. Like they, whatever. That's not going to happen to me. But more than anything, I love the way that they made me feel. Like I really, because they don't tell you painkiller, right? It's a painkiller. Sure, my knee was in pain. Doctor, I'm 21 years old, professional hockey doctor, and just doctor in general. They're professional. Hands me some pills. I felt like I was not in a position. Why would I question doctor?
Yeah, of
I was a
course.
21-year-old hockey player. Uh, now I wish now I talk to doctors. I ask questions. I advocate for myself every single time. What is it? I'll get on Google. I'll read it. I'll ask other people, find other people who have taken medications if I'm suggested to take one. But at the time, that's not what I did. And I had no idea that they were also maybe even better for emotional pain, like emotional painkillers. So
Yeah.
all that trauma, all that pain, all the harassment in minor or junior hockey, and all that, anything that I'd gone through that I've been carrying with me for, you know, 16 years at the time, let's say, it just it felt like I could breathe for the first time in my life. I wasn't riddled with anxiety. I felt okay in my own skin. And I had no idea the power of opiates, the power of Oxycontin.
What year
And
was this roughly in? So you're looking at you're 30 something, so you're around 15, 16 years ago, give or take.
2008, 2009 would be the time frame. So it would have been late 2008
Yeah, there
that
is
I
a
got
good
injured.
there is a good 6 to 8 year window when now you hear the stories coming out now in the last 5 years or so where from pro bodybuilders to wrestlers to everybody was getting addicted to that. I mean, it was so heavily used to the point where, I mean, I don't know if you got to that point where they were injecting them into themselves. That was that point of that where it's got so heavily, and a lot of people died from this. And that is why, I mean, Big Pharma and I mean, Big Pharma was profiting massive off this. Doctors were pushing this on everyone. Everyone was getting this, whether you're a grandma with a hurt
Yeah.
ankle or anybody. Everybody, this was being pushed on everyone for a good 8 to 10 year period, right? So
Yeah,
with
well, they had, if anybody wants to do some more research, I think like the biopic or whatever you call it, Dope Sick, it
yeah,
does an incredible job showcasing exactly how it happened, and that's what kind of what happened to me. Like, and the thing is, Jeff, is I really didn't know how physically addicted I was becoming and how quickly. And so at the time, I was a new dad, kids, and I was also hanging out with people who were also doing these pills, not because they were prescribed, but because recreationally. And I could just call the doctor and be like, my gym bag was stolen, or my car was broken into, or I accidentally dropped my pills in the toilet. Like every excuse there is. No worries, Brady. Don't even have to go see the doctor. Just call him and
yeah,
he'll send it to the pharmacy. And I just go to the pharmacy and pick them up. And so it became, and my tolerance, your tolerance just builds. You start with one,
yeah,
then all of a
yeah.
sudden you're doing two. I was doing 15 of them a day by the end of
Oh, wow.
it. And honestly, out of control. And it was, it was so, it's still hard to go back to the very first time where it's like, you know what, I have a problem with these pills because I came back from injury and I finished the year and I did very, very well. But I was on these pills, right?
Yeah.
I was heavily addicted to the pills. My knee was better. My knee was better. I was not in any pain for my knee anymore, but they just kept giving me the pills. And then I went home in the summertime and I was like, wow, like I need to I need to stop these, right? Because it was starting to it was all I could think about. It was everything. And when I tried to stop for the first time and I went into withdrawal, it was the scariest feeling that I've ever had in my entire life. I You can't even explain the misery of withdrawal from opiates. You're puking, you're shitting your pants, you can't sleep for weeks, your whole body hurts, and you know that if you just take a pill or heroin or fentanyl or whatever it is, that guess what? You come back to life, and now you